Hello students, myself Patricia, your English teacher. Students, today we are going to start with Grammar Chapter 24, Subject Verb Agreement. Students, we have learned that nouns and pronouns can be singular or plural. In order to match them, verbs too have to be singular or plural. This is called as subject verb agreement. I repeat, in order to match them, verbs too have to be singular or plural, and this is called as subject verb agreement. Every sentence has a subject and a verb which must be in agreement. Now, singular verbs have singular subjects, plural verbs have plural subjects. The singular pronoun I and you do not make use of singular verb forms. Uncountable nouns take singular verb forms. For example, students, uncountable nouns take singular verb forms, that is, food gives energy. Food is uncountable noun and gives a singular verb. Whereas two or more subjects joined by and always take a plural verb. For example, you and are students. Now you is a subject and I is a subject again here, and are is a plural verb over here. One more example, the verb had is used with singular as well as plural subjects. For example, Nikki had a fall. So Nikki is a singular subject. They had a problem. So here the word they is a plural subject. Now students, let us learn these concepts in detail. For example, is, are, am. Now we use it with singular nouns and pronouns. For example, this chair is old, the train is late, here he is a postman. The second example for are is these chairs are old, all the trains are on time, they are students of this school. So these are the examples for is, are and am. Now when we use I, we always make the use of the word am. When we use we, you, they, which are in plural forms, we use are. When we use he, she, it, singular nouns, we always make the use of is. Now there are some students exercise given in your books. We will solve them after this explanation. The next example where we are going to make the use of was and were. We use was with singular nouns and pronouns. For example, the book was on the table. I was sorry for my mistake. And now we are going to make the use of the word were. When do we use this were? We use it with the plural nouns and pronouns. For example, the books were on the table. They were good speakers. Now students here, when do we use this was and were? When we make the use of I, he, she, it are all singular nouns. So in this case, we use was. And when we make the use of were, that is when we use the words like you, we, they, all these are called plural nouns. So when the words are in plural nouns, we use were. And when they are in singular nouns, we make the use of the word was. Now again here has and have. We use has with singular nouns and pronouns, and we use have with the plural nouns. For example, a triangle has three sides. He has a new motorcycle. So these are the words used for the singular nouns. And all the rooms have windows. We have a good library. So all these the word have, we use it for plural nouns. So I and you, we always have use have. So here when we are using the plural nouns as I, we, you, they, we make the use of the word have. And when we use he, she, it, all these are singular nouns. So when singular nouns are there, we make the use of the word has. Now students here, there are also some simple present tense. For example, I, we, you, they all are plural subjects and that is called as the root form of the verb. Whereas he, she, it all are singular subject and we use the root form of the verb plus s and es. There are also negative statements. For negative statements, we use do not plus root form of the verb. And whereas for singular subjects, we use does not plus root form of the verb. So whenever it is a plural subject in negative sentence, we use do not plus root form of the verb. And when it is a singular subject, we use does not plus root form of the verb. Whereas in questions, that is interrogative sentence, when all the words are in plural subjects, we use do before the subject. And when the words are in singular subject, we use does before the subject. So we have understood this. I hope so students you have understood this topic. I will be solving this exercise in your grammar textbook. Thank you students.